Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss the chapter circle. As we know, in every shift of the JEE mains from last 2 years, I have seen most probably one question is coming from the JEE circle chapter. Okay, so let's start with the circle. First of all, guys, I tell you what we will discuss in the chapter circle mainly. बच्चों, first of all, the definition of circle, then various forms of the equation of circle, then intercept made by the circle on the coordinate axis, then parametric form, then uh, different types like tangent form, intangent form, slope form, point form, parametric form, line and the circle, director circle, and then normal. All the three forms in the normal we will discuss, like point form, slope form, and parametric form. Also there is pair of tangent, chord of contact, chord with the given middle point, orthogonality of two circles, radical axis, pole and polar of the circle, and then system of circles. Okay, so let's start. So there are few more things. Let's come to the definition of the circle. Let's start. Bachon, what is the definition of the circle? The locus of the points. The locus of the points which moves in such a way such that the distance of each point to the fixed point. Bachon, what is the definition? The locus. Locus means the collection which is having a common property. Okay. The locus of the points which moves in such a way such that the distance of each point with the fixed point. With the fixed point. The distance of each point with the fixed point is always constant. Distance of each point with the fixed point is always constant. Means this distance, this distance, this distance, this. These distances are constant. Then this phenomena is called circle. This fixed distance is called radius, and this fixed point is called center. We define the radius by R and the center by O. Boys and girls, the next is various forms of equation of circle. Next is various forms of equation of circle. So mainly we will discuss 4 points here. First is center and radius is given. What is the first type of various forms of equation of circle? Various forms of equation of circle, right? So first is center and radius is given. Bachon, this is a circle. Center is h comma k and the radius r is given. Okay, now I will take any point on the circle. Bachon, you should know that whenever a curve is defined, there will be a point that is called general point or arbitrary point which always satisfy that curve. Okay, that means on this circle I can choose a point and that I have taken x comma y, that is called general point. Means this x comma y can be here, anywhere on this circle. Okay, bachon, if you see, the AB distance is nothing but the radius. If you use the distance formula for the AB, this would be under root x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square, and that should be equal to the radius. If you square, bachon, both the sides, so this would be x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. This is called the equation of the circle or standard form of the circle, where h and k is the center coordinate and r is the radius. Bachon, for example, I take a very small example. Find the circle equation. Find the equation of circle whose center is 2 comma 3 and radius is 2. I want to find out the equation of the circle. Center means h comma k is given. That should be 2 comma 3 and the radius is 2. So what will be the equation of circle? See, h and k is given 2 and 3 and the radius is 2. So it should be x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square equal to r square. R means 2 square. 2 square means 4. So this is, I have taken just an easy example to elaborate what is the meaning of or the type of the equation of circle when the center and radius is given. Okay, boys and girls. Bachon, what is the second form? Second form is general form of the equation of circle. What is the second type? general form of equation of circle. So what is the equation of circle in general form? X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2f by plus c is equal to 0. This is called the general form. Here the center is minus g comma minus f and the radius is root g square plus f square minus c. Okay bachcho, if I talk about this root part, you always know inside the root the input, I mean the total this result should be positive or 0, because root is not defined for the real numbers if the root value is having the negative number, right? What I am meaning, see, if g square plus f square minus c is positive, like root 5, root 7, root 4, root 8, so radius will be real or not? If g square plus f square minus c is positive, circle is real. Second thing bachcho, if g square plus f square minus c is 0, if this inside value becomes 0 means radius becomes 0. Radius is 0 but center is defined, that means circle is a point circle. Circle is point circle. And if bachcho g square plus f square minus c is negative, suppose the inside value is like minus 3, r is equal to root minus 3. Root minus 3 is a complex number, imaginary number. Root 3 iota is the result. That means circle is imaginary with real center. Bachcho, whenever I talk about the imaginary circle, that means I don't know the radius, but the center is always defined there, okay? So when general form we have given, center is minus g comma minus f and the radius is g square plus f square minus c in the root, okay? Let's come to the conclusion or proof, like how can you say the center is minus g comma minus f and the radius is this. See, to solve this, to reach to this answer, I will go to make the perfect square, means x square plus y square, x square plus 2gx plus y square plus 2f by, and this c I am shifting to the right side. Bachcho, x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy. Is it okay? Guys, I want to make this a perfect square. So coefficient of x square is already 1. Coefficient of x is 2g. Half will be g. I am adding the square both the side. Similarly, y square plus 2fy, I am adding the f square both the sides. So if you look at this, it becomes x plus g whole square by taking these three terms. And this becomes y plus f whole square, and this would be g square plus f square minus c. I have written in the order, right? Now I can say this would be x minus minus g whole square plus y minus minus f whole square equal to root of g square plus f square minus c whole square. Because root and square will be cancelled out. Sir, why you are writing like this? Bachcho, do you remember the recently I have told you the first method, that was standard form? X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. If you compare x minus minus, what would be h? H is minus g. K would be minus f, and the r square means this root is square. So what is the r? G square plus f square minus c. So if you say in this form center is h comma k, that means technically this should be minus g comma minus f, and the radius is automatically under root g square plus f square minus c. If you verify, center is minus g comma minus f and radius is under root of g square plus f square minus c. Now let's take a small example on this. If I say find the equation of circle whose center is minus 3 comma 4 and radius is 2. Guys, you can go to the previous method also. Directly h comma k and radius is given, you can just find out the answer. But if I say solve it in the general form, what is the general form, guys? X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Here what is the center? Minus g comma minus f, and that is given what? Minus 3 comma 4. And the radius is called under root g square plus f square minus c, and the radius is given 2. Okay, so bachcho, if you see yeah, so what is minus g is minus 3, so from here can I say g is 3 and f is minus 4, and if you plug in here, if you square both the side, you get g square plus f square minus c is equal to 4. Bachcho, g square is 9, f square is 16, minus c is equal to 4. 16 plus 9 is 25. 25 minus 4 is 21. So c you get 21, g is 3, f is minus 4. We can plug in here x square plus y square plus 2 into gx plus 2 into f y plus c is 21, g square plus f square minus c, and we have already taken the square of both the sides. So this should be x square plus y square plus 6x minus 8y plus 21 is equal to 0. Bachcho, this is the equation of circle, but this is general form. Next is bachcho, when the extremities of the diameter is given. What is the next? Next is, that means third number is when the extremities of the diameter are given. So guys, this is A and this is B. A is x1 by 1, B is x2 by 2, and these A and B are the extremity of diameter. That means the AB line passes through the center of the circle. So how can I say the equation of circle? Bachcho, one way is you find out the midpoint of AB, that would be the center, and from OB or OA you can find out radius, and then you can apply the method number 1. Otherwise, if you go with the point type number 3, I can take any point C on the circle, that is x comma y, and if you join AC and BC, guys, this is the semicircle and this angle should be 90 because the angle of semicircle is 90. And since these two lines are perpendicular, guys, AC is perpendicular to BC, that means slope of AC into slope of BC is equal to minus 1. M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. What is the slope of AC? That should be y minus y1 upon x minus x1. And what is the slope of BC? That should be y minus y2 upon x minus x2 is equal to minus 1. If you simply cross multiply, this should be y minus y1 into y minus y2 is equal to minus of x minus x1 into x minus x2. If you shift this minus total term to the left side, you get x minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 is equal to 0. So here we got the equation of the circle when the extremities of the diameter are given. Means suppose bachcho it is 1 comma 2 and it is 5 comma 6, and I want to find out the equation of circle. This is x minus, this is x1 y1 and this is x2 by 2, so x minus x1, that is 1, into x minus x2, that is 5, plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 is equal to 0. If you guys multiply this with this and this with this, it converts to the general form, and if you convert in the perfect square form, it comes to the standard form. So guys, hope you have understand all the three types of the equation of circle. Correct? Chalo. Guys, let's see the next parametric equation of a circle. What? Parametric equation of a circle. Suppose this is the xy plane, this is the circle, center is h comma k, and I have taken any point x comma y, that is called arbitrary point on the circle. Guys, let's draw the line parallel to x-axis. Okay, and I am joining this AB and I am drawing the perpendicular. Okay, so if you see, this is x, this is h. Can I say this should be x minus h? And similarly, this is y, this is k. So this should be y minus k, and this angle is theta. Basically, what is the meaning of parametric form? Here in the circle, parametric form means I want to convert this x comma y in the terms of theta. In the terms of theta. Look at this triangle. Can I say cos theta, and this is the radius, guys. This is the radius of the circle. If you see the cos theta, you can find out base over hypotenuse, and similarly sin theta you can find out opposite to the hypotenuse. So from here, this x comma y, which is the point on the circle, this x comma y can be represented in the terms of theta and radius. That is called parametric form. Parametric form. Parametric form means in the terms of theta and radius. this x comma y will be represent. So here x minus h is equal to r cos theta and y minus k is equal to r sin theta. So from here x is equal to h plus r cos theta and y is equal to k plus r sin theta. Guys, r is the radius, theta is the parameter here, theta is parameter, and h comma k is the center of the circle. So you have converted the x comma y, that is the any point on the circle, in the terms of parametric form, that is called theta. Here theta is the parameter. Okay, so guys, now you can also take any example on this, and then you can convert the x comma y in the terms of r and theta. Suppose I say center is 3,4 and radius is 2. Convert this in the parametric form. So what will be the answer? X is equal to h plus r. R is what? 2 cos theta. Y is equal to k. K means 4. Y coordinate 4 plus r sin theta. This is the conversion of the point x comma y into the parametric form. Guys, you will never put the theta value, because if you put the theta, it will come in the number form. Number means just simple x and y, coordinate form, Cartesian form, right? But we are talking about the parametric, so this theta will be always seen there. Hope you guys understood all the 4 forms of the equation of circle. Okay, in the next we will discuss the intercept made by a circle on the coordinate axis. Basically the length of the intercept on the x-axis is 2 under root g square minus c, and on the y-axis is 2 under root f square minus c, and then we will discuss the line in the circle, position of a point with respect to circle, so on so. Okay guys, thank you.